Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here with Jason Blaha Strength and Fitness, and once again it's time for a full body workout. But a quick reminder, if you guys will please click like and drop me a comment down below, I'd appreciate it so much. So today I went with a wider stance, a little bit of more low bar. I do have to continue to work on getting the bar further down my back. It felt almost low bar when I got under, but you can see from that side angle it's not, so I don't quite have the stability up top I would like. But it does let me get a hair deeper than when I do the high bar with the really close stance. The first rep was a little high. The other's a lot happier. I got some screenshots of some of it showing kind of where I hit. But I got 5 reps with this. And again, kind of one of those cases where if you guys notice my ability to keep the upper back where I want it on the way back up is getting really fatigued. And it's, again, the case of the shoulder situation to where I got to work on cranking that bar further down. And I haven't done any low bar in a bit. In the side view, I wanted to film it from the side so that I can kind of watch what's happening there, because I suspect that's a bit of an issue. But so I'm going to work on that a little bit. But as I've continued to just work on my shoulder health, it should improve over time. So the main thing is, again, I'm only doing one real top set of squats. And then using machine work for the rest. And again, once I get the shoulder mobility a little better again, which again seems to be improving for the squat, I'll go ahead and get it a little further down, and then the squat will tighten back up, because you guys have seen me squat some pretty heavy weights in the past. All right, for the benching, really happy. We got 5 reps of 315 again. Now, it wasn't as smooth as on Monday, right? Wednesday, I had to stop at 4. Wasn't as smooth as Monday, but it did go up pretty decent. The 5th rep was grindy, though I didn't have a 6th rep. So in that case, that felt like a 5 rep max, right? We could see it grinding just a little, the form trying to degrade just a little bit near the lockout. So again, triceps. I've got to get stronger triceps. Now, here's the other thing. My chest just cramped up on the second set here. So after doing that, I went to 275. I got 7 reps and my chest was just done, which was interesting because I did good with the 315 for 5, but I've got up to 9 reps with the 275 for a second set. But notice on that 7th one, it went up real slow, that last rep. My chest was finished. It was just like, nope, we're not doing this. But we PR'd some other stuff. All right, deadlifts did good. Got 6 reps, and these felt good. I almost went for a 7th rep, by the way. I almost went for a 7th rep, and I probably would have got it. And I think looking at the bar speed and the whole time on the 6th rep, I think most people will agree when you see it. Okay, that I'm not just saying that. This went good. So they just kind of felt smooth. I just started cranking out reps. Everything felt good. When I got to the 6th rep, I held it at the top. I'm just like, let's just hold it for a minute, make sure the grip is good. Just hold it for a few seconds, set it down. Felt good. I probably had a 7th rep. There. Belt squats. We PR'd with this weight as far as doing the real close stance. I'm trying to do these really close to build the quads. It's going to help me get deeper on the squatting. So notice I do very much like a high bar type foot position, right? Toes are a little bit, or kind of forward, pretty close stance. And again, cranking these out as deep as I can go and using this for true quad hypertrophy. So my whole purpose of this particular form is to build the quads as much as possible, right? So we'll get the squat up, because the thing is with the squat, no matter what's happening up there with the upper back situation, if I can push through, I'm still gonna have good lifts, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it starts to, the chest collapses at all. As long as I can follow through and have the quad strength, I'm still going to lock it. And that's the beauty of having had really strong good mornings in the past. It doesn't matter. I'll still always be able to lock a squat on that top, as long as I get enough power out of the bottom with the quads. So I don't worry about that. And I think a lot of people, they complain, they'll say stuff like, oh, your squats, but they don't understand. I have good morning. Even this year, I hit a 500-pound good morning. I've also done up to 555 PR lifetime on camera with a good morning. If my squats go that way, it's simply because that's what's happening with my upper back, or the quads getting fatigued. So that's my default as I start getting fatigued. Now, particularly once my quads are fatigued. So the quads are kind of a limit there still. So as I continue to just get them stronger with that, and then get the upper back to where I can get everything a little tighter with a better bar position, my squat will go ahead and climb. Right, we'll climb. We'll be back 500 plus before long at a lighter body weight though, and that's the main thing we're looking for. But because I'm only training 3 days a week, I'm like, you know what? I'm just letting myself recover. I feel like I've been sleeping more. I've been needing the recovery. I realize the GPP, it's probably not ideal. I need to just focus on body composition, keep the diet really tight, and see if we can lean out while making any gains. So 3 really hard sessions, but still keeping this volume reasonable. All right, we're keeping the volume reasonable. It's still only 1 set of squat, 1 set of deadlifts, 1 set of like belt squats per workout. All right, for pull-ups, I wanted to do a couple different things. I wanted to do my wide grip also. I can't get as many reps. So the wide grip, not only can I not get as high, I can't get as many reps. And the high, people are thinking it's half reps. No, that is my full range of motion. Like I literally can't go higher, and it's not because, oh, take weight off. I can't do it with an assistance. I can't do that with a lat pull down, right? It has nothing to do with the weight. I can't do it with a 10-pound lat pull down. Just like for me, I can't touch my chest on an incline bench unless I have at least 135 on the bar. It has to compress it down. So I went with a nice closed grip again for the next set, and I got 13. I got 10, which is what I've done before the other day. We get 10, and I like to dead hang there near the end. I got 10, then I rest paused. So I did 2 more, hit failure, then rested a couple seconds, and then grabbed another rep. All right, so there, and then obviously we hit failure. I can't go up from there. So I'm like, okay, let me rest just briefly, re-grab it, get 1 more. All right, so we're past failure because we hit failure there. But I'm like, let me just breathe, re-grip, and go again. PR'd the tricep extensions. I think this is the most weight I've ever done a set with these here, like a true set. So where are we at now? 130 for 12. My max on this was 110 for 10 around the start of the year. All right, triceps, triceps, triceps. If my triceps get stronger, my bench will go up. Okay, my bench will go up. Even that really wide grip bench like I do now. All right, so I'm at 315 for 5. Some days that's easier than others. I've done it like 3 times now, I think, or 4, whatever, something like that. Who's counting? All right, but to get to 6, I need more tricep. So we're just PRing this. Now, granted, I understand that we're losing reps every time, but I've been adding weight every session. So in place of the hammer curls today, I'm like, you know what, if we're going to do all these pull-ups, so let me just do 1 set of straight bar curls. I've been doing hammer curls in the slot, and here's why. I don't even care about the bicep inflammation anymore. I've realized I don't know that I'm ever going to be able to overhead press again. I don't know that I'm ever going to be able to lock the empty barbell. So there's a point where I go, let me make sure I just do a little bicep work. So 1 set to failure. So we kind of rest paused here a little bit. I ended up getting 15. Normally this is around a 10 rep weight, but I managed to get, I think, 15 total by just grinding through, resting a couple seconds, breathing, trying to get 1 more rep, and just taking it to failure. All right, and then we reach muscle failure. I'm struggling to even get the bar all the way up on the last couple of reps. The top is the hardest part for me. A lot of times I don't think people get that. So when I bring it up towards my face, that is actually the hardest part. And then I finished up with 3 sets of lateral raises. Kind of did the same thing. Did the first 2 sets of just like very brief failure. Then the 3rd set, I'm like, let me just take it all the way. So I did the most volume for delts. And the reason is I feel like my delts need the most work. And if I'm going to throw some volume into anything, they're probably right now smallest muscle in my upper body relative, because I don't blast a bunch of gear. And as I cut and get leaner, I do need more delt. It'll honestly make the most difference in my physique. Not that I care about physique as much. Performance is always way by far going to be the primary. But, realistically, it'll help me, right? Get leaner and build bigger delts is never a bad solution for some dude who's chasing a better physique. Right. So again, finishing up and just kind of going hard with laterals. But on these, I'm trying to keep them as strict as possible and taking the sets to failure. And the last one, we did the same thing, rested a couple seconds, whatever we had to do, just trying to get one more rep until I couldn't, right? Even though I think we hit failure on the first couple sets, like right there, yeah, I tried to do a rep and couldn't, so I hit failure. But we just took breaks to try to squeeze out one more rep, and I got a couple more out of it. But overall, pretty happy with today's workout. Some good lifts on some of the stuff. The squat didn't look as pretty as I would have liked, but I know what's going on with it. Everything else did great. So I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.